Hey everyone, it's Grampy here again. I'm on Tango Tek's Patreon server, and I'm here in the Nether at my desert. I have a portal here that takes me to a place in the desert where I've kind of got a little outpost, I guess, built where I'm mining, doing some mining where not so many people are, and harvesting some sand and some sandstone for when I need it. But that's not what I want to show you. I want to do a little showcase video because I spent some time and I built Snocrash's newest 1.9, 1.10 design for his Pigman Donut XP / gold farm. And I want to show it to you because it's a pretty epic failure. So if you can't tell, I've got my sad face on right now, but I want to show you what problems I'm having. I don't know if you've ever built one of these, but it takes a little bit to build them, right? It's a lot of work. There's a lot of grinding that you have to do to just gather resources, and then there's a ton of block placement required to build the spawning platforms. It's not hard, but it's just quite a bit of work. So to build one of these and then have it not work, pretty much sucks. So anyway, I wanted to, since it sucks so much, I wanted to share that with you all. But eventually, I think this thing will work. The reason that it doesn't, I've built it before. I've built it on Monkey Farm's Patreon server, and it is an absolute beast. I mean, it rocks. You can go up there and get from 0 to 100 XP in just hardly any time at all. 15 minutes maybe you can go to 100 XP. All of your tools and armor mended within just immediately almost. It just produces so much XP. But it isn't this one is not working, and there's a couple of reasons for it. Despite the fact that you can see a few pigmen around, the main reason that it's not working is there aren't any pigmen spawning. So there's the spawning platforms up there's where they're supposed to spawn. I haven't spent the time to spawn proof this thing at all yet, so I've got to do a lot of that, but I'm not going to until it starts working. Actually, I'm done working on this now until things improve. But the main reason it doesn't work is nothing is spawning, because there's so many people and a lot of people in the Nether all the time making pigmen spawn all over the place. But there's a couple of other things that are causing problems. Even if we had good spawn rates, I think I would still have a problem, because it's hard to tell because I can't test the darn thing. But even if we had good spawn rates, I think I would have a problem, because they've got a setting on the server. They're trying to control lag on the server, and one of the things they've done is change the behavior of the XP orbs so that instead of remaining as individual entities, they merge into multiple orbs within a certain radius of each other will merge, and it makes the orbs act really funny. I think you still get the same amount of XP. I'm not convinced of that. I've got at my zombie grinder, I don't know, I was a little it looked as though I was not getting the same value out of the XP after they made that change, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, the real problem with that is that when this thing, if you haven't seen this, go watch Snocrash's video. It is absolutely cool. But I mean, here's how it works. Instead of one drop shaft like his original donut, the AFK spot is right up there in the middle, and there are 4 drop shafts where the pigmen will rush at you and try to get to you, and they'll fall down these drop shafts, all 4 of them. And when it's working well, they are just pouring down. It's like a massive Congo line of pigmen just pouring down here. And what happens is, you can see these ice blocks on those sticky pistons will drop, and those slime blocks behind there will kick the XP that's been captured across this ice path, and it will go and rest up against this obsidian on top of this slime block. And then when this slime block launches, it's getting ready to go now, it shoots the XP up in the air. Oops, I got stuck there on some. Maybe that's why it's not working. No, it can't be. I don't get it. But anyway, it shoots it up in the air, and then these slime blocks will, here it goes. You can see what they do. They move in and then kick it back up, and it goes all the way up to the player's AFK spot and just saturates you with XP orbs. It's really an amazing design when it works. When it doesn't work, it's just a real bummer because whoever built it spent a crap load of time doing so. Anyway, you can see I'm just getting nothing spawning up here. A couple of spare, rogue pigmen. I've got a couple of other issues, but I won't bother. So you can see they go down, but you watch what happens to that XP. You can see how it. There, I got one all the way up here. So one of them came up here. Normally, when this thing is working, it's just pouring up here. You're just being saturated. But there's one more that came up here. You can tell what's happening is the orbs are trying to merge with each other as they're going down the ice path, and it just causes the whole mechanism to get whacked out and not work. And it's just a major pain in the to have spent this much time building this thing and then have it not work. But anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to show you. There are a couple other problems, and I've posted a comment to Snocrash's YouTube that he did a really innovative fix for a bug that's happening here. I won't bother to explain it, but it didn't fix it on here. It's I've still got a problem where when these chunks get unloaded, when you leave the area and these chunks are unloaded, I think if these pistons are firing when the chunks unload, these 3 ice blocks get grabbed somehow by those slime and get pulled back into the wrong position. And then you have to come in here and manually repair it every time. Snocrash put together a solution that looks real promising. He put a little pulse extender right there that makes the timing of it so that you would think that there would never be an opportunity for those slime blocks to touch these ice. But for whatever reason, I'm still having that problem. It's not happening right now, but I had it the last time I was here after I implemented this fix, so I don't think the fix works. Sorry, I know it sounded really good and looked like a great solution, but it's not working for me anyway. So anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to show you. My epic XP pigment fail, and but hopefully one of these days this thing will start working. We'll get enough relief, players will drop off and start staggering their playing time enough that we'll get opportunities where this thing will really work, and then maybe the lag problems will go away, and the server will, Tango will agree to undo that change to the XP orbs that he's done. I hope so, because it really sucks not to have one of these farms available to everybody. I built this thing as a public resource. I want everybody to be able to use it. There's a lot of private stuff going on here. People are trying to sell as much as they can. That's fine. I don't have anything against that. I don't personally like that, to play that way. I just like to build stuff, for the community. And but whatever, to each his own. I understand. I don't hold anything against people if they want to spend the time to build stuff and then sell the output. That's fine. I just personally like to get my own stuff and then give it away. So anyway, here it is. Thanks, guys, for watching, and see you next time.